Hi guys, in today's video I want to talk about a situation that's been going on over on Instagram where the identities and content of psychics and tarot readers has been stolen and being used to scam people. Those of us on Instagram have been experiencing a very unfortunate and horrible situation where our identities and our content has been stolen to create imposter accounts that are then used to scam people. So I really want to talk today about the situation so that you're aware of it, and I also want to share my personal experience as in how I feel about it as someone who's had their identity stolen on Instagram. I'm also going to talk about the modus operandi of these scammers so that you have some idea what they're doing exactly, and I'm also going to explain a few tips so that you can spot a scammer when you see it. Generally, the way that these scammers operate is they take the photographs, the bios, and very similar looking handle and create a duplicate account. What they then do is they purchase a number of followers so that they have a sizable following, and then they DM people to solicit readings. In most cases, I've seen these DMs look like something such as, "May I consider you for a reading?" They also often request personal information, including credit card information, full names, birth dates, and even photographs. In most cases, a reading is never actually delivered. However, I have actually seen a couple of cases where a reading has been delivered in my name in a fraudulent manner. So for me personally, the way it has affected me, firstly, every day I'm waking up to DMs on Instagram from people who've been scammed, and of course this upsets me deeply because I never want anyone to feel like they have been negatively affected by the content that I've created. And also I wanted to explain a little bit about what it feels like to have my content taken and used in this manner. The one thing that you may not know is that I put a huge amount of effort into my Instagram photos. I'm going to give you a few examples. There's some photos that I captured at 3,000 meters above sea level in the Alps. I had skied all day with a sack of tarot decks so that I could capture these photos in sub-zero conditions. Every single photo that I put out has a story behind it. There are other photos that I captured at a sacred pool, also in the Alps at an altitude of about 2,000 meters. We spent some time there setting up altars. We also visited some very powerful stones near that pool as well. So there's a lot of sentimental value to these photos that I post on Instagram. There's some other photos that I captured on a sacred path, also in the Alps, in the mountains. And this path is sacred to me because it's an area where humans and animals meet without fear. So you actually can walk along the path, and if you hold out your hand with some food, birds will literally fly into your hands and eat out of your hand, as well as squirrels. And I think this is just a beautiful place, and a place that is really special to me, and where I captured some of these photos that I have on Instagram, photos that have now just been taken and being used to scam people. It makes me livid, and I really struggle with the situation. All in all, the situation makes me feel violated. It makes me feel deeply concerned, firstly for the people who are getting scammed, number one, and also for the industry as a whole. It also cheapens the amount of work, labor, and effort that went into building my craft. Personally, I have spent over 2 decades honing my craft, and then to see my work being taken by scammers, it's crazy, and it's not okay. So now I want to talk a little bit about how you can spot a scam. Firstly, the most obvious way is by looking for irregularities in the handle that the person is using. So, for example, my handle is Sky Garden Tarot, no spaces, all lowercase, no strange letters, no duplicate letters. The scam pages have often, in many cases, underscores, maybe some numbers in there, and letters that are duplicated. The next thing is that most of us on Instagram who are legitimate readers would never DM you to solicit readings. For me personally, that goes against my ethics. I operate by the law of attraction, which means that I put my content out there, and anyone who feels like they are comfortable with me as a reader, they like the way that I operate, they find me. I would never go out there and offer people readings or try to trick people into readings either. This is something that is a core part of my ethics. I don't know how it is elsewhere, but here in Europe, you can find yourself walking down the streets and someone offers you a reading that you didn't ask for or information that you didn't ask for, and then afterwards they get aggressive when you refuse to pay. This is a hallmark feature of a scam, and that is not something that a legitimate reader would do, ever. Full stop. Under no circumstances should you engage with these imposter accounts. I also want to suggest that you don't let them lower your vibration by getting angry with them or engaging with them. Really, the best way to deal with these accounts, if you encounter one or if someone DMs you to offer you a reading, is to simply report the page and block them. So I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed this situation happening? Have you had any personal experience with it? How did you handle it? Please let me know in the comments below. And please stay vigilant on Instagram and elsewhere. Don't get scammed. Much love and blessed be.